Thanks to a new FIFA regulation and some unique transfer loopholes, the door is open for CR7 to make one last iconic move back to Europe. So what exactly is this rule? Why would Ronaldo even consider coming back now? And most importantly, which club could he possibly join if he does return? In this video, we're diving deep into the latest FIFA update that could allow Cristiano Ronaldo to pull off a shock return to Europe. But before we get into the mechanics of this new rule, let's talk about the why. First off, despite being 40 years old, Ronaldo clearly still believes he belongs at the top. His performances show it, his work ethic proves it, and his desire, still unmatched. It's now widely expected that he'll be representing Portugal at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and to compete at that level, he may want to test himself in a more intense European league once again. But there's another tournament coming even sooner that could be pushing CR7 to make the switch, the brand new FIFA Club World Cup. As you may know, FIFA has completely revamped the Club World Cup format. It's now a mega 32-team tournament, held every 4 years like the actual World Cup, and the first edition kicks off this summer. For Ronaldo, this may be his only shot at playing in the new format, and you know he wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to create even more history. Imagine Ronaldo lifting the revamped Club World Cup trophy, or becoming the tournament's first ever top scorer. Sounds like a challenge he'd absolutely want to take on. And get this, his eternal rival Lionel Messi will be there with Inter Miami, who received a host slot from FIFA. So if that doesn't spark the competitive fire in Ronaldo, what will? Now technically, the Saudi Pro League does have a team in the tournament, but it's not Ronaldo's Al Nassr, it's Al Hilal. That means if he wants in, he has to move to a participating club. And here's where it gets really interesting. FIFA has introduced a special transfer window just for clubs that have qualified for the new Club World Cup. This new rule gives players like Ronaldo a unique chance to transfer even outside the regular transfer window. And yes, that could mean a free move. So now that we know why Ronaldo would want to make this move and how it's possible under FIFA's new system, the only question left is, where is he going? Will we see a surprise reunion at Real Madrid, a fairy tale move to Sporting Lisbon, or something completely unexpected? Let us know what you think in the comments. And before we go any further, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss an update on this story and more insane football news coming your way. From June 1st, the day after the Champions League final, until June 10th, just 4 days before the Club World Cup kicks off, participating clubs will have a special opportunity. They'll be able to sign any player they want. But wait, it gets even better. FIFA has added a second exclusive transfer window midway through the tournament, running from June 27th to July 3rd. During this period, Club World Cup teams can further bolster their squads by signing up to 2 additional players. Only the teams involved in the tournament are eligible for this, giving them a massive advantage. And here's the kicker. Cristiano Ronaldo's current contract with Al Nassr expires this summer, so theoretically, CR7 could walk away and sign for any club for free. No transfer fee, no red tape, just Cristiano and his next destination. And even if he chooses to renew with Al Nassr, there's still a clever workaround. He could go out on a 1-month loan to any of the clubs involved in the Club World Cup and return to Saudi Arabia once the tournament is over. Think of it like a special edition of the Thierry Henry Arsenal loan move back in the day, when Henry temporarily left the MLS to help out his old club during the off-season. In this scenario, everyone wins. Al Nassr keeps their star. Ronaldo gets his shot at the Club World Cup. And the borrowing club lands a global icon for the tournament, without the commitment of a full season or massive wage burden. Now that we've nailed the why and the how, what about the where? Let's say Ronaldo decides to take this opportunity. Where could he realistically go? Well, there are 12 European clubs participating in this summer's Club World Cup, and honestly, several of them would welcome CR7 with open arms. Unfortunately for the Romantics, Sporting CP and Manchester United, 2 clubs very close to Ronaldo's heart, aren't in the tournament. They would have been obvious choices. But you know which club is in the tournament and also feels like home? Real Madrid. Now, Los Blancos already have a stacked squad, but don't rule out a short-term Ronaldo return. Even if he doesn't start every match, his leadership, big game experience, and that signature goal-scoring instinct could make a huge impact on the pitch and in the dressing room. However, if things don't work out with Madrid, Juventus could be another real option. Given how their season has gone, Juve might need Ronaldo more than Madrid does. They're way off the pace in Serie A and currently sitting outside of Champions League qualification spots. A short-term reunion with CR7 could spark something for the old lady, maybe not just in terms of goals, but in boosting morale, media attention, and that elite mentality they've been lacking. And don't forget, Juventus is also in the Club World Cup, so if there's ever a time for a nostalgic, strategic, and mutually beneficial Ronaldo return, it's now. Let's talk about Juventus for a moment, because wow, it's been a tough season for the old lady. They failed to reach the round of 16 in the Champions League, got booted out of the Coppa Italia by struggling Empoli, and things got so bad that they've already parted ways with their newly appointed manager, Thiago Motta. Right now, their only realistic shot at silverware this season is the FIFA Club World Cup. And with that in mind, don't be surprised if they decide to bring back a familiar face, Cristiano Ronaldo. It wouldn't even cost them a transfer fee. And let's be honest, if they could pull off a loan for Kolo Muani mid-season, then welcoming back one of their most legendary goal scorers for a one-month spell, that's something they'd jump at in a heartbeat. Now, as we look at potential European destinations for Ronaldo, we can comfortably eliminate a couple of options. Porto and Benfica? Not going to happen. They're not seen as serious contenders for the Club World Cup, and CR7 wouldn't want to strain his legacy with sporting fans by joining one of their biggest rivals, not for what looks like a long shot. But then, there's Manchester City, and that's where things get interesting. Sure, Ronaldo is a Man United icon, but let's not forget, he was inches away from joining City in 2021 before Sir Alex stepped in and changed the narrative. Now, with City's underwhelming season, struggling to break into the Premier League's top 5 and crashing out early in Europe, Pep might be more open to trying something bold. They've already got Haaland, but for a one-month Club World Cup run, a Haaland-Ronaldo combo could be lethal. Far-fetched? Maybe. Impossible? Absolutely not. Still, if there's one team we really think is a genuine possibility, it's Chelsea. They've got an incredibly young squad, not much experience up front, and they've suffered a wave of injuries that's left them short on options. Going into a tournament like the Club World Cup with a half-fit Nicholas Jackson as your only natural striker? That's not ideal. Bringing in a veteran like Ronaldo, even if just for the tournament, could change everything. And let's be real, Chelsea have made some pretty unorthodox signings in recent years, so this would fit right into their playbook. Atletico Madrid? Nah. That's a non-starter. Even putting Ronaldo's Real Madrid past aside, Atletico fans made their feelings very clear back in 2022 when he was first linked with the club. They protested hard. And with how strong the team is now, they wouldn't even entertain the idea. Now, what about the big boys, Bayern, Inter, and PSG? They're all cruising through their respective leagues and performing well in Europe, so on paper, they don't really need someone like Ronaldo. But don't completely rule them out, especially PSG. They've lacked a true number 9 all season, and it's no secret that Luis Enrique hasn't been fully sold on Goncalo Ramos. A short-term, low-risk move for CR7? It might actually make sense. So now we hand it over to you. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is actually considering a return to Europe this summer? And if he is, where do you think he's headed? Madrid? Juve? Chelsea? PSG? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're seriously curious to see where you think he'll land. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and make sure to turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our top-tier football content. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.